Welcome back to fast-paced highlights. It's IFL Quick Hits. Week 3 of 2025 is complete. What happened? Let's start with the expansion team. The Fishers Freight host the Tulsa Oilers. New team, new arena, new glorious turf. Commissioner Todd Tryon in a packed house for the first home game ever. First quarter, Jaya Wright on the read option and the Fishers Event Center is hopping. Toot those horns. Ensuing kickoff, Michael Beloga executes the onside kick to perfection and recovers it himself. Pay that man, because it ends with a strike from Wright to Shavariz Smith. 14-zip Freight. TJ Edwards gets the Oilers moving with his legs first, then his arm. A bullet touchdown to Faison McClures. Devin Hafford doesn't care. He takes the kickoff all the way into the red zone, and Jaya Wright finds JT Stokes for the score. On defense, Jalen Swan makes a play, jarring the ball out of Edwards' hands, and Devin Hafford recovers for the Freight. And this freight train is moving, with JT Stokes running in for another score. Fishers up big. Second half, more Freight. Jaya Wright's read option proves lethal. Oilers try the run with Hassan Rogers. Max effort dive. Touchdown Oilers. We like highlights around here, and this one from JT Stokes is nice. Tips it to himself for the catch. But the drive would end in a missed field goal. And TJ Edwards doing what he does best, extending for the goal line, touchdown Tulsa. But the rootin' tootin' highfalutin' Dixie Wooten says, let's keep this train moving. Jaya Wright says, got it, boss, and finishes with a hat trick. TJ Edwards would find Faison McClures for another touchdown, but too little, too late, as the Fishers Freight deliver a masterclass on how to do new franchises. They're 2-0 and go to Massachusetts this weekend. The undefeated Quad City Steamwheelers went to Des Moines to fight the Iowa Barnstormers. DeQuan Neal won a championship and MVP as a Barnstormer. He returns to Des Moines in a different uniform. Joaquin Collazo, he has a good deep ball and sticks with it, hitting Keyshawn Taylor for 6. DeQuan Neal has the ball snapped over his head, and it's trouble, and he throws it away. No, it's complete to Davion Johnson. Result is a sweep to Jared Ware Jr. with a hard cut and good speed. Touchdown Steamwheelers. Iowa possession. Collazo is picked off by Cameron Harrell, who takes it to the 1, leading to another hard cut and another touchdown for Ware. Iowa with the ball. Collazo's throw is tipped by Keyshawn Moore and intercepted by Bubba Arslanian. Second quarter, the Quad City D-line would get to Collazo as he throws a floater, and Cameron Harrell gets his second interception. Barnstormers defense would get the ball back, but Quad City secondary keeps up with takeaway number 4 in the first half. This time it's Trey Smith with the interception. This time the Steamwheelers would score courtesy of Davion Johnson and the Neal pass. Gabriel Rui would give 3 points right before the half. Third quarter, DeQuan Neal on the read option takes it to the house. Joaquin Collazo responds with a strike to Caleb Hood. Quad City's response? Get Jared Ware his hat trick, his third rushing touchdown. Iowa's response? Did you know Joaquin Collazo could run? A 30-yard dash to pay dirt. DeQuan Neal says, you think that's good? Watch this. From his own 2, it's a keeper. He's got speed, he's breaking ankles, and he goes all the way, coast to coast. Watch this cut. Whoop! Collazo goes back to the air and finds Caleb Hood for his second touchdown. It's 42-30 Quad City. The veteran Neal would fire a strike to the veteran Kevin Rudd. Touchdown Wheelers. Barnstormers trying to come back. Collazo to Keon Williams and whoop! A spin move, a big gain. Then a bullet to Keyshawn Taylor, his second. But the Gabe Rui onside kick is messed up with kick interference. Kyle Kaplan would finish with a field goal, and the Steamwheelers get a 50-burger for their third straight win and are top of the Eastern Conference, as these two teams will rematch this weekend, this time in Illinois. The defending champs, Arizona Rattlers at the Green Bay Blizzard, a showdown of 2 powerhouses from a year ago. How would this one fare? Andrew Mevis kicks it deep and 2-point deuce before the clock even starts. Rattlers on third down. Dalton Snead finds Isaiah Houston, who finds green turf, and he goes all the way. Max Myler to Zane Lewis. Tutty. Blizz back on top. Rattlers QB Snead is under pressure, but gets it away for 6 to Johannes Tyler. Kemo Clark had 5 touchdowns last week. He gets rolling with a snag for 6. And Andrew Maddock Mevis is a deuce machine. extends the Blizzard lead. Then Dalton Sneed would lose the football, and it's recovered by Cale Jackson. It would lead to an Andrew Mevis field goal. The Rattlers would drive and find Jamal Miles on the touchdown catch to tie it. And Kimo Clark refuses to go down. Touchdown Blizzard. Sneed would find Johannes Tyler for his second tutty with 6 seconds in the half. But with 6 seconds, Henry Ballard with the sensational catch over the wall, setting up Andrew Mevis. He would nail a 42-yard buzzer beater. Second half, it's a sweep to Zane Lewis, who finds pay dirt. Blizzard up by 11. It's the fourth quarter, and Ron Brown would finish the drive with a touchdown run. Rattlers within 4. Game plan? Feed the touchdown machine. Kimo Clark with the hurdle inside the 5. And he'd finish the drive with his third. Call it chemotherapy for Blizzard fans. Rattlers down by 11 with 3rd and 11. And a Corey Reed touchdown with 58 seconds left. The 2-point conversion to Jamal Miles makes it a 3-point game. Onside kick. Unsuccessful, but Rattlers have all timeouts. Blizzard run it 3 times. Rattlers call timeout 3 times. It's 4th down with 39 seconds. And Kimo Clark is taken down by Rashi Hodge and Brandon Merriweather. It's Rattlers football. Down by a field goal. They need to go 45 yards in 34 seconds with no timeouts. Sneed to Reed. First down. Spike. 28 seconds. The call from Kevin Guy. Now on 3rd and 17 with 18 seconds. It's a low snap, but Sneed finds Ron Brown for a big-time gain downfield inside the 15. Spike, 8 seconds. And Dalton Sneed on the back shoulder, a pirouette, and some sticky hands equals a touchdown. Jamal Miles with only 3 seconds to play. The Rattlers would hit the PAT. They're up by 4. So on the final play with 42 yards to go, Max Myler heaves it deep and high, and it's tipped, falling incomplete. The defending champs with the late comeback move to 2-0 and will face the San Antonio Gunslingers next, while Green Bay will welcome the Tulsa Oilers. Let's head to the southeast, where the Jacksonville Sharks host the Vegas Nighthawks. It's 3rd and 20 for Jacksonville, and Caleb Barker finds Jaden Stoshek down to the 1. Then Barker would take it in himself, 6-0 Sharks. First drive for Vegas is capped off with an Antonio Wimbush touchdown, 6 up. Sharks drive, and it's a jet sweep touchdown for Ed Vander in the tank. Vegas fights back as Jerome Johnson finding Quentin Randolph for the score. Next possession, Barker pumps and finds Ed Vander getting to the 1, and like the first drive, Barker takes it in from there. And on the PAT, what magic is this? A fake direct snap to Ed Vander in for 2. For the Nighthawks, Johnson finds C.J. Wyndham for the 1st and goal, capped off by Antonio Wimbush with his 2nd. Right before the half, Barker with a dump pass to Jacksonville native Jimmy Robinson, who wants to give the home crowd a show, breaking tackles, refusing to go down, and stretching the ball across the goal line for the touchdown. Second half, Jerome Johnson magic gets to the 1 for a 1st and goal, but the Jacksonville defense has a goal line stand with the pressure from Hayden Hatcher, and the Sharks would capitalize as Caleb Barker goes deep and finds former Vegas Nighthawk Karan Ashley scoring on his old team. Vegas would get the ball back, and with another 4th and goal, Johnson looks for former Sharks receiver Tamarion Terry, but Malik Jones high points the ball with a one-handed interception. Wow, what an athlete. Jacksonville would milk the clock down, and Carson Hancock would hit a 34-yard field goal, making it 36-19. Sharks move to 2-0 and travel to Tucson next. Vegas regroups, home opener against San Diego. Speaking of San Diego, they went to San Jose to take on the Bay Area Panthers on Sunday Night Football. And they started out right. Nate Davis finds Gurney Sloan in the back of the end zone for the early lead. Early second quarter, last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, Josh Jones with a good scramble. He then finds Arziah McCorker for a Panthers touchdown. Tie ball game and a high five with Claw. And Josh Jones would make sure it paid off, diving for an excellent touchdown. Panthers would get the ball back, and Josh Jones goes deep, and it's Tyrese Chambers for the Panthers tutty, 21-7. San Diego trying a 3rd and 10 before half, and it's incomplete. Then Ernesto Lacayo slips in a 27-yard field goal. It's 21-10 at the break. Second half, a sweep to Josh Tomas, who pushes forward for another Panthers touchdown. Then, on 4th down, Davis tries to pitch the ball, but it fumbles. Recovered by McCammon. and looks like a first down, but they call it a fumble, and by rule, if an offensive player recovers, they cannot advance it. They call him down where it's recovered, short of the first down marker. It's Panthers ball, and Rob Keefe knows it. And that drive is finished with a pitch to Arziah McCorker, who gets his second on the day. San Diego trying to mount a comeback in the fourth, and McCammon isn't picking up a fumble this time. He advances the pitch all the way for a strike-force touchdown, and Ernesto Lacayo does a drop kick PAT. It's worth 2 points. But Bay Area would not let up. On third and goal, the throw is high, and Tyrese Chambers, are you kidding me? Reels it in with one hand and the toe tap at the back of the end zone for one of the better catches you'll ever see. Bay Area Panthers in the win column now. They'll host Northern Arizona this weekend, while San Diego heads to Vegas, where they hope to win, but on the football field. Every IFL team will be in action this weekend. 7 total heart-pounding games. You can watch them all live on the IFL Network.